Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my original segment, Ego Weight Watchers, aka ILL, where I give you guys a look into the fighter lifestyle, especially if they have a fight coming up, before after progress picks, so I let you know what type of shape these fighters are in. Now, a fight I'm definitely looking forward to. Before the fight was signed and sealed, delivered, I was pushing for this fight because it's a meaningful fight in the welterweight division, and to me, it's going to establish the numero uno of the welterweight division. That's my opinion. It's for the IBF championship strap, and that's none other than Special K Kell Brook versus the Truth, Errol Spence Jr. Now, Ego Weight Watchers, Errol Spence posted this a few days ago, and he's in good shape, man. A lot of people sent me the picture, tagged me in the picture, hit me up in the DMs talking about this picture. So let me give you guys the Ego Weight Watchers thoughts. I think he's in good shape. He's ripped. Some people, it's weird, I heard some people say he looks too small. I mean, you got to keep in mind, he's next to Jermell Charlo, who is a 154 pounder and a big 154 pounder, Lions only, like an in shape, athletic dude, him and his brother. That's why his brother, his twin brother, had to leave the division to 160. He handled business with his mandatory, Julian J. Rock Williams, and then he moved up to 160 because his body was rejecting multiple fight camps at 154. He was like, nah, I handled business. I X'd out J. Rock, got him out of there. Y'all said I was scared. Now I'm up on to the next thing. I'm at the middleweight division. So both Charlo brothers, I've seen them. They're in shape. They're big. We're talking about a welterweight standing next to him. And in case you guys don't know, the other guy next to him is Daquan Arnett, who is another 154 pounder who beat Josh Clottey. He's 5'10". He's a record of 15-1. So people are saying, oh, Errol's too small. He looks too skinny. And he has a six-pack. He's overtraining. It's like everybody's a critic. Listen, this is how I look at it. He's like I said, he's next to Junior Middles, so of course he's not gonna look like the biggest dude. I seen a picture of him next to John Jackson, another big 154 pounder. So to me, that's kind of telling in itself. Is he's in Texas getting his work with 154 pounders. He's not sparring like little, and I know a lot of fighters. I'm not gonna say anybody's name. I'm not gonna put anyone on blast, but I know a lot of fighters in the game today who actually spar people 2 divisions or 3 divisions even lighter than them, because that's who their coach is, or they want to spar, or whatever the situation is, and they want to bring in people who really can't hurt the fighter or can't really push them to build that fighter's confidence. So a lot of guys do that in the game. And again, I'm not going to say anybody's names, put no one on blast, but I know people like that. Like, let's say hypothetically there's a fighter at welterweight, they'll bring in guys that normally campaign at 130, 135, you know what I mean, to spar with. So clearly, I mean, what is a guy 135, 130? Is he really gonna hurt you? You know what I'm saying? Weight classes matter. Weight divisions are there for a reason. So to me, it's more telling that you have Errol Spence Jr. getting work with people a division up from him who aren't what you call tiny or small. You know what I mean? As far as like I said, I'm hearing all kinds of stuff, steroids, overtraining. There's just a lot of speculation and just crazy stuff. I don't do that on my channel. I'm not here for that. If anybody's doing anything dishonest, then what's done in the dark comes to light, and that's what it is. But I don't just go around pointing the finger. I'm not naive either. I understand how the game works. I understand competition, athleticism. Everyone wants to win. People are looking for edges and stuff, but I don't do that. It's retarded, because a lot of you guys speculate and say, oh, this guy's on steroids, but where were you in the comment section talking about Alexander Povetkin, who failed 2 drug tests for 2 separate drugs last year? And I didn't see none of those people saying, oh, Alexander Povetkin. Those same people weren't saying, Povetkin, look at him, look at his nipples, look at this, look at that. So if you guys are so good with notifying and snitching and telling who's on drugs and stuff like that, then how come you didn't out Alexander Povetkin before Vada did it? You know what I mean? So I don't do that. But as far as him looking small and overtraining, of course he's gonna look small next to Junior Middles. It's a good fight, him and Kell Brook. I'm excited. And Ego Weight Watchers, I would rather see someone look in shape. Some people are questioning, like, oh, is he working too hard because he's already he already looks kind of ripped and sliced up and lean. That's just, the dude's hungry. He knew the time was coming, and Kell Brook only had, it was a matter of time before Kell Brook would be backed into a corner and have to fight him. He's the #1 mandatory. It's either you fight the dude or vacate. And Errol Spence remained patient through the whole process, so I commend him for that. And now is his time. So I think he's just staying on track, staying focused. I don't think he's probably a guy that stays around the same weight and stays in shape pretty good year round anyway. So I'm not buying this whole overtraining. He knows what he's up against. You got to look at it, man. These dudes are fighters. Errol Spence is an Olympian. He's traveled before. It shows me a level of confidence that he's sparring 54-pounders. He's willing to fight in Kell Brook's backyard, in his not even just in England, like London or somewhere. He's fighting in Sheffield, the exact location where Kell Brook is from. So I don't think he's overtraining. I think the best man will win, and I don't think it has nothing to do with like overtraining or anything like that. I just think he's hungry and he's ready. So he probably knew in the back of his mind his time was coming up shortly, so he wanted to stay ready so you don't get ready. And to me, I would always prefer that as opposed to him looking all sloppy and having a beer belly. That's why I don't understand some boxing fans. Like, what do you want from these fighters? If they were in shape, then you say they overtrained and they did too much and they're not going to be ready. If they look sloppy like Al Bundy and, you know what I mean, got a beer belly, oh, Peg, right? And they look like Al Bundy, shoe salesman, then you would say, oh, look at him, he's fat, gordo, and all this. You know what I'm saying? So I'd much rather see a person a month, 2 months, or weeks before their fight look like they're in some type of shape than anything, because that just means they're probably focused and dialed in. Overtraining is a real thing. It can happen, but I mean, how can you people are crazy, man. I'm just gonna leave it at that. How can you look at a picture and tell if somebody overtrained? You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at a picture. Like, if you don't know his routine, you don't know his genetics. He could have looked like that in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? I know dudes like that. I knew a kid named Delvin. I kid you not. This dude was ripped. I've known him since what, maybe 3rd grade. This dude in 4th or 5th grade, he was buff as fuck. Like, no, sliced everything. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I was like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude, he could do like 100-something pull-ups when we did the physical fitness tests and stuff. So yeah, you can't just look at a picture and be like, oh, you overtrained. How you know that? He always looks in shape to me when I see him at the media days and stuff. So I'm not worried about it. Kell Brook should be worried about it. I actually heard some things about Kell Brook, but I'm not going to say nothing right now because I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to give up the source. Hey, Mitch, give up the connect. But I heard some stuff about him in his training camp. So I'm not worried about it. It should be a good fight between two good fighters. We'll leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think. Ego Weight Watchers, aka Ill. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video. Like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.